This program is sponsored by Carousel Academy. Carousel Academy is located in Inako Umoja, opposite Old FM building. Admission in progress. For Google Maps, visit Carousel Academy Facebook page or call the numbers on this advert. Carousel Academy, high quality education in your child's first best learning experience.
Mama ni rais wa nchi hii, sio kwa sababu mlipiga kura. Na sisi tumo. Na hii tumo. Unaona ni nini?
What? Okay.
Suluhu. Samia Suluhu Hassan.
Twendeni hivyo hivyo, nipeni majina yote. Twendeni hivyo hivyo. Mimi nitaomba niingie huko. Nikiingia mawazibu ndivyo sivyo watu tutajuana. Watanijua mimi nani.
Matunda TV.
As the first female president in the history of my country, the burden of expectation to deliver gender equality is heavier on my shoulders.
There's a woman now who is staying in power now. She won 98% of the votes. Wow.
Oh my God! Wow!
98%. No rigging. Wow. Congratulations. 90. Come on. Put it on 52. 57% is okay. Why 98? 98. Turn to someone next to you and say, women.
Women.
Women. 98%. Oh, I love that woman. I knew it when she was wearing camouflage. I said, I saw this. So I saw it from afar. So what you are saying is 2% are the ones marching on the streets. I love Africa.
So we have to stop pretending that countries that just hold an election where sometimes the winner somehow magically gets 90% of the vote because all the opposition is locked up or can't get on TV is a democracy. Democracy depends on strong institutions, and it's about minority rights and checks and balances and freedom of speech and freedom of expression and a free press and the right to protest and petition the government and an independent judiciary and everybody having to follow the law. And yes, democracy can be messy and it can be slow and it can be frustrating. I know, I promise. But the efficiency that's offered by an autocrat, that's a false promise. Don't take that one, because it leads invariably to more consolidation of wealth at the top and power at the top. And it makes it easier to conceal corruption and abuse. For all its imperfections, real democracy best upholds the idea that government exists to serve the individual and not the other way around. And it is the only form of government that has the possibility of making that idea real.
Even if these individuals had been allowed to contest the elections, perhaps they would have had higher votes in urban Tanzania, but rural Tanzania would have neutralized the vote so that Samia Suluhu Hassan would still have won the election. But because of the circumstances in which the victory has now been realized, it is no longer a victory that is untainted. And that is why the bad press, and ordinarily when people conquer fear and they find themselves in the streets, as we saw people demonstrating in Dar es Salaam, in Dodoma, in Mwanza, and in Mbeya, and led to deaths. It redefines politics in a different way. It redefines the nation's trajectory in terms of political orientation in a different way. And that is why you've seen that even those who ordinarily would cast their vote, metaphorically speaking, with the Tanzania, are now saying that the time is now for that new administration to rethink how they are going to operate. Remember that the leading opposition party has already said they do not recognize the result. I would not use the term dictator as defined by the West to describe the actions that she took. I do not know what justified the interruption of social media forum. Well-intentioned, but of course, when things go awry, even the things that are done with the best intentions and the best motives will now be interpreted to mean that you simply don't want to be criticized. And that is what will carry the day, your explanation to the contrary notwithstanding. And there are those who also are saying that the reason why Samia is receiving the flack that she is receiving is because she is a woman. I don't think so. I think she just happens to be a woman, but she's being criticized or being critiqued because she's in a position of leadership. And I'm one of those fellows who believe that once you are in a position of leadership, whether man or woman, you must never wave the flag of gender as a basis for immunizing yourself from scrutiny. Because leadership is gender neutral. So when you get in there, you've got to be prepared for both praise and criticism.
Kama wana ODM, tunahuzunika sana na mambo ambayo yanafanyika kwa nchi yetu jirani hapa. Yani inatupa kumbukumbu ya mwaka wa 2007. Sijui kama mimi unasikia kama mimi vile nasikia. Mambo ambayo tunayaona kule Tanzania ni ya kuvunja moyo sana. Mheshimiwa party leader, baba alikuwa na marafiki kule Tanzania. Ndugu zetu wa chama cha Chadema walikuwa marafiki wake wa karibu. Wakati ambapo tunaenda kumpumzisha baba, vice chair wa chama cha Chadema, Mheshimiwa John Heche, alikuwa aje Bondo kwa ajili ya kumsindikisha rafiki yake wa muda mrefu. Wale serikali ya Tanzania ilimzuia ndugu yetu John Heche, hakuweza kufika ndani ya Kenya ili kuweza kumuenzi rafiki yake. Na alichukuliwa hapo hapo, passport yake ikachukuliwa, mpaka kufikia sasa hatujui aliko John Heche. Alishikwa kwa sababu yetu sisi wana ODM, kwa ajili alikuwa anakuja mazishi. Familia yake tunazungumza na wao, wananiambia kwamba John Heche yuko hali mbaya, ni mgonjwa, hajala kwa siku kadhaa, lakini serikali ya dhulma ambayo iko pale imekataa kumwachilia wala kumpeleka kotini jinsi ambavyo sheria zinahitaji. Sisi wana ODM tumesikizana kwamba kesho tutatoa taarifa rasmi kuhusu matukio haya yote, lakini nikiwa hapa nikemee matukio haya kwa sababu si matukio ambayo wana demokrasia kama sisi tunaweza kukubali yafanyike katika area hii yetu ya kanda ya Afrika Mashariki. Na nataka niwaonye nyinyi watu. Unajua mnaweza fikiria Tanzania ni mbali sana. Ugonjwa wa corona ulitufunza. Ugonjwa wa corona ulitufunza. Wewe kama binadamu lazima ujue ni nini kinaendelea katika masoko ya kule China ya kuuza kuku na bata. Kwa sababu usipoangalia nini inaendelea kule, ugonjwa utapoanzia mahali inaitwa Sichuan. Hata sisi hatujui hata Sichuan ni wapi. Ilifika hapa ama haikufika? Ilifika haikufika? Mnapoangalia huu ugonjwa wa kukandamiza wanademokrasia katika kanda yetu ya Afrika Mashariki, ni jukumu letu kusema hapana, kwa sababu ugonjwa huo kuvuka boda pale ni rahisi sana.
Situation that has happened in Tanzania quite disturbing, and is something which has got to be avoided at all costs. I believe Tanzania has come out of age. Tanzania is also the mother of all liberation movements. When we fought for our independence, we were all based in Tanzania. So to us, it is something that we wouldn't want to see. because we call Tanzania is our mother of all liberation movements. And I am quite convinced that they will be able to sit down, iron out their differences, and move forward.
A few moments later.
This is the last time I'm vying for president in Uganda. I will never vie again after 2026. So I urge all Ugandans to come out in large numbers and vote for me for the very last time. I have few projects that I want to finish.
Fantastic. That's Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni. He's 81 years old. He has ruled Uganda for 40 years. He said he just remain one last time. Truth. If you vote him this time, he will not come back to ask for vote. He wants another 5 years so that he will just complete the projects that he started. The projects that he didn't complete for 40 years, he needs just 5 years to complete it. So if they can just vote him one last time for old time's sake, truth, Ukweli, he will not come back to beg again. If he come back to beg again in 2031, Ugandans call him an Mboa, call him an Okrama, call him a bingo if he comes back to beg. So just this last time, truth, Uganda. Vote your ancestor. Vote your ancestor for one last time. African leaders want to carry power to the grave. They want to carry power to the grave. After 2031, he will say one last time again. Truth, one last time. This time, I swear, one last time.
We want to live to 100 years. Have you heard? Me, I'm aiming with my president 100 years. Have you heard? I am 82 now. You can see.